Fort Worth mom, seemingly healthy, died after getting the flu and secondary infections twice. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. The family of 58-year-old Angie Barwise says they took her illnesses seriously. They took her to doctors and a hospital for treatment, got Tamiflu and antibiotics, but she just became weaker and weaker.
Fox 4's Brandon Todd is in Fort Worth tonight with the shocking flu death. Brandon.
Yeah, the family of Angie Barwise tells me about a month and a half ago she was happy and healthy, and then she was diagnosed with both strains of the flu. Now they have a message for other families.
Oh, she was just too young to be gone.
Gary Barwise met his wife Angie when they were teens. They married years later.
This was the day I asked her to marry me. We had what so many people in this world look for their whole life. We had true love.
His true love died Saturday after complications from the flu. She was 58.
We're devastated. You know, she's a wonderful wife, wonderful mother, wonderful daughter.
Last week was actually her second bout with the flu. She was first diagnosed by her doctor with type A influenza 3 days after Christmas and told she also had strep and bronchitis. She was given Tamiflu and antibiotics, and her husband says she began to feel better about 3 or 4 days later. But then on Monday, January 29th, her doctor diagnosed her with type B influenza.
The fever just continued, and every 4 hours, 4.5 hours, we'd have to give her medicine and get the fever down.
Barwise says after his wife took antibiotics and Tamiflu again, he took her to the hospital on Wednesday, January 31st, but she was sent home. He took her back the next day and she was admitted after he says she was diagnosed with secondary infections, again this time pneumonia and sepsis. On Saturday afternoon, she passed away.
I've outlived my own daughter. I'm 83 years old and I've outlived her, and it shouldn't be that way.
Her family says they're not aware of any other health problems other than the flu and the secondary infections that would have led to her death. Angie's case is not isolated. We've reported on Weatherford second-grade teacher Heather Holland. The family of the 38-year-old mother of two says she died from the type B flu strain and pneumonia. 33-year-old Dallas resident Joey Smith is having his fingers and toes amputated after coming down with the flu, then pneumonia and sepsis. And 51-year-old Fort Worth resident Brian Herndon had to have his feet amputated after a similar diagnosis.